Welcome to all. I am Dr. Dharmender, Assistant Professor of Botany, presenting this session. In this session, we are going to discuss one of the cyanobacterial member, that is nostoc. So, in the session, we are going to study the nostoc. So, first we will see the classification of nostoc. Nostoc belongs to class Cyanophyceae, order Nostocales, family Nostocaceae, and genus is nostoc. So, before studying nostoc, we will see the recap of previous class. In the previous class, we discussed about the general characters of cyanobacteria and economic importance of cyanobacteria in the field of biofertilizer, food, and indicator of pollution. So, in this session, we are going to learn the nostoc with following objectives: studying of occurrence and distribution of nostoc. First, we will discuss the occurrence and distribution of nostoc. Then, studying of structure of filament and cells. Then, studying of reproduction types. We will discuss one by one. At the end of this session, you will get the complete knowledge of nostoc, their occurrence and distribution, and the structure of filament, and the types of cells in the filament, and the reproduction types. We will discuss one by one. First one is occurrence and distribution. Occurrence means the plant body is present in both aquatic and terrestrial mode of life. So, in both of the cases, the plant body is present. That is, it is habitatized in aquatic life and also in terrestrial life. In the aquatic forms are freshwater forms. So, aquatic forms are freshwater forms. It is present in the freshwater bodies like pond, pools, lakes, ditches, like this, etc., and water bodies. Then the terrestrial species, they are present on the damp soil or water logged soil. So, damp soil, wet woods, etc., you can find the nostoc colonies. And this nostoc is present in the form of a mucilaginous ball. So, this mucilaginous ball is known as nostoc balls. So, it is just like a structure present in the water body and also present on the terrestrial life. So, this ball is nothing but a colony of nostoc. So, inside this ball, it encloses numerous trichomes. The structure of plant body is a thallus. The thallus is present in the form of a mucilaginous ball or nostoc balls. Nostoc ball is nothing but a colony of nostoc, encloses numerous trichomes. Apart from this, some species of nostoc, they are all living as endophytes. Endophytes means plant inside the plant. Endo means inside, phyta means plant. So, the plant living inside the another plant. So, that is what we call endophyte. For example, nostoc is present inside the Anthoxerus thallus, and also some species of nostoc present inside the coralloid root of cycas. Then, coming to the structure of nostoc plant. Again, the nostoc blue balls are bluish in color, which is present on the damp soil and also which is floating on the surface of a water body, or it is attached to the walls of water bodies. So, these nostoc balls encloses numerous trichomes. So, what is a trichome? Trichome is the plant body, consists of numerous cells. The cells are arranged one above the other in an end to end manner. That plant body what we call trichome. So, trichome is a plant body, consists of numerous rounded shaped cells The cells are arranged one above the other in a end-to-end manner. So this plant body what we call trichome. And each trichome is encircled or covered over by a gelatinous sheath. Then the trichome is called filament. Filament is nothing but a trichome encircled by a sheath. That is what we call filament. So these numerous filaments are present inside a nostoc ball. Okay, nostoc ball consists of numerous filaments. Then each filament is an elongated unbranched structure. It is an elongated unbranched structure. Numerous filaments are intertwined with each other in a single nostoc ball. If you observe a nostoc ball under microscope, you can find a numerous intertwined filaments. Okay, so each filament is an unbranched structure covered as a own its gelatinous sheath, and each filament consists two types of cells. What are those? They are vegetative cells and specialized cells. So each filament we have two types of cells, that is vegetative cells and specialized cells. Look at the diagram. This is the structure of an nostoc ball. It is a spherical, oval, or irregular in shape. It is just like a flake like structure. So it is present on the water body. If you observe this in nostoc ball under microscope, you can see a common gelatinous matrix is present. This common gelatinous matrix encloses mucilage. So mucilage encloses numerous unbranched filaments. You can see this is a filament. Okay, but these filaments are intertwined with each other, and this is the structure of a single filament. Look at here. It is made up of numerous cells. The cells are arranged one above the other in end-to-end manner, and the entire filament is covered over by a mucilaginous sheath. So this is the sheath. So this is the filament. So filament is consist of two types of cells, that is vegetative cells and specialized cells. See, these are all vegetative cells. Specialized cells are nothing but the heterocysts and akinets. So akinets and heterocysts, these are the specialized cells, and apart from this we have normal vegetative cells are present. This is the structure of nostoc filament. We will discuss one by one the structure of a cell and filament. See, this is the structure of cell. We have two cells here, heterocyst and vegetative cells. We have two types of cell, that is vegetative cell and specialized cell. Specialized cells are nothing but heterocyst and akinets. So we will discuss the structure of vegetative cell. You see, this is the vegetative cell. Vegetative cells are oval in shape. So these cells are arranged one above the other in end-to-end manner. So each vegetative cell is differentiated into cell wall and protoplasm. Cell wall and protoplasm. Cell wall, that is the outermost layer made up of cellulose, and this cell wall encloses the protoplasm. We have protoplasm. Protoplasm is differentiated into two parts, that is chromoplasm and centroplasm. Look at here, chromoplasm, and this is the centroplasm. So chromoplasm is peripheral in nature. It is a peripheral in nature, while centroplasm is centrally located. So chromoplasm, it is a peripheral in nature and it is a colored substance, colored fluid. Chromo means color, plasma means fluid. It is a colored fluid peripheral in nature. So these chromoplasm consists numerous pigments, that is phycobilisomes, that is nothing but phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, chlorophyll, xanthophylls, etc. and etc. And also it consists reserve food material, that is Synophasian starch. Along with these pigments and reserve food material, chromoplasm consists of pseudo vacuoles. They are not true vacuoles, they are pseudo vacuoles, and also cyanophysin granules. Cyanophysin granules are nothing but the cyanophysin starch. Okay. So, here pseudo vacuoles. This is the chromoplasm. In the center of the cell, you can see the DNA threads. So, that is the genetic material. So, it is the centroplasm. It is the centroplasm is made up of only DNA threads, and that is why it is called incipient nucleus. It is a primitive nucleus. So, incipient nucleus. So, centroplasm. Okay. So, nucleus of cyanobacteria, it is also called incipient nucleus because the cells are prokaryotic in nature, they lack the true nucleus, and the nucleus is represented only by the DNA microfibrils. Okay. So, the vegetative cell is differentiated into two parts, that is chromoplasm and centroplasm. Chromoplasm is a colored fluid present peripheral in nature and which consists of the pigments, reserve food material, pseudo vacuoles and other substances. Centroplasm, that is the centrally located one, it is the incipient nucleus, it is made up of DNA microfibrils. So, that is what we call vegetative cell. Then coming to the structure of specialized cells, the specialized cells are nothing but the heterocyst and akinets. Heterocyst, they are the cells, they are present in between the vegetative cells or they are present at the end of the filament. The heterocyst which is present in between the vegetative cell, they are called intercalary heterocyst. The heterocyst which is present at the end of the filament, that is called terminal heterocyst. Okay. This is mainly based on the position. Intercalary means between the cells, between two vegetative cells heterocyst is present. Terminal heterocyst means heterocyst is present at the end of the or tip of the filament. Look at this diagram. This is a intercalary heterocyst because it is present between the two vegetative cells. Okay. And this heterocyst is slightly larger than the vegetative cells. You can identify the heterocyst in microscope. So, this heterocyst is slightly larger than the vegetative cells. Okay. Then the heterocyst consists of a pair of nodules. Look at this, this is the nodules. They are called polar nodule. So, polar nodules are, they help in the connection between the vegetative cells and the heterocyst. So, we have two polar nodules in intercalary heterocyst, but in terminal heterocyst only one polar nodule is present, that is towards the vegetative cell site. Okay. So, these heterocysts are the site of nitrogen fixation, they help in the nitrogen fixation of plant. The another specialized cells are nothing but akinets. Akinets, they are present in chain. So, these akinets are nothing but a modified vegetative cells. Look at this diagram, where continuous chain of akinets are present. So, akinets are also called resting spores. They are present in a chain. So, these akinets are slightly larger than vegetative cells and smaller than heterocyst. Okay. And akinets are nothing but the modified vegetative cell, because during unfavorable condition the vegetative cells, they accumulate large quantity of reserve food material, and because of this accumulation of large quantity of reserve food material, the cell wall become thick and it forms a resting spore. So, these spores what we call akinets. Akinets undergo some period of rest and they start germinating and it gives rise to filaments. So, akinets are nothing but the resting spores. They are formed during unfavorable condition. Okay. So, we have vegetative cells and heterocyst and akinets as specialized cells. Next, we will discuss the reproductive methods present in nostoc. Nostoc reproduces by two methods, that is by vegetative method and asexual method. Sexual method of reproduction is completely absent in cyanobacteria. So, in nostoc you can find only two methods, that is vegetative and asexual method. Vegetative method of reproduction is most common type of reproduction. It takes place by means of fragmentation. Fragmentation means breaking of the filament into number of pieces. So, each piece what we call fragment, and the process of breakdown is called fragmentation process. So, vegetative reproduction takes place by means of fragmentation. So, why fragmentation occurs? Maybe mechanical injuries or some consumers, action of consumers, they are all leading to breakdown of the filaments. So, when the filament is breakdown, automatically the broken piece developed into a new filament. So, this is the method what we call fragmentation. Then the second type of reproduction, that is what we call asexual reproduction. So, asexual reproduction takes place by means of formation of asexual spores. The asexual spores present in nostoc are nothing but Harmogonia, akinets, endospores and also heterocyst. So, these are the method of asexual reproduction. We will discuss one by one. Harmogonia. So, Harmogonia, look at this diagram. Harmogonia, they are the short length naked filaments. Okay, these are the Harmogonia. It is a piece of filament, what we call Harmogonia. So, it is a naked short length filament that separates from the parent filament, and this filament will germinate and gives rise to new filament. This is what we call Harmogonia. Why these Harmogonias are formed? Again, because of injuries. You see, usually the filament has the weakest point. In this point is weakest because the joint between the heterocyst and vegetative cell, that is a weaker point in the filament. Usually the filament easily break at this point. So, these four cells get separated from the parental filament, and this filament what we call Harmogones or Harmogonia, and each Harmogonia undergoes germination and it gives rise to new filament. Again, here also look at this diagram. Harmogone undergoes repeated division and it forms a colony. It shows stages in germination of Harmogone to form a new colony. This diagram shows that Harmogone is developed into a filament, but the Harmogones, they are also developed into a colony. So, this is the diagram. The first asexual spore, that is nothing but Harmogones. Then the second asexual spore, what we call akinets. I already explained akinets are the resting spores. In favorable condition, vegetative cells accumulates large quantity of reserve food material, and this reserve food material is protected by a thick wall. So, these spores what we call akinets. Akinets undergo some period of rest. Look at this diagram, these are the akinets. So, these akinets undergo some period of rest. Whenever the favorable condition revert back, so whenever the favorable condition comes back, so these akinets germinate and gives rise to new filament. So, this is the process what we call akinets. Okay. Then the third method what we call endospores. So, endospores means the name itself indicates endo means inside, spores. So, spores formed inside the cell, that is what we call endospores. So, endospores during asexual reproduction, So these endospores are formed by the division of heterocyst. Heterocyst involved in two methods, that is by endospore formation and also by direct germination. So endospore formation means what? Heterocyst undergoes division and it gives rise to spores. So these spores what we call endospores. So look at this diagram, we have the endospores. The endospores then later germinate and that gives rise to new filament. Or in some cases the heterospore undergoes direct division. So this direct division leads to formation of a new trichome, that is what we call direct germination. So the asexual reproduction in nostoc takes place by means of hormones and achaenates and heterocyst. So heterocyst, they are involved in endospore formation or they are directly gives rise to new filament. So this is what we see in nostoc. So nostoc produces by asexual method and vegetative method. So in this session we discussed the occurrence and distribution of nostoc, and also we discussed about the structure of filament and the cells present in the filament, types of cells, that is vegetative cells and specialized cells. Then the reproduction methods, two types of reproduction, that is vegetative reproduction and asexual reproduction methods. So we have some books for reference. You can refer these textbooks for further studies. Then we will recall the session by answering some questions. The first question is, nostoc occurs as endophyte in, that means in which plant nostoc occurs as endophyte? Option A, Anthoxeras, option B, Pinus, option C, Rixia, option D, Bryum. So nostoc occurs inside the thallus of Anthoxeras. The answer is option A, Anthoxeras. Then second question, the outer portion of protoplast in nostoc cell is called. So protoplast is differentiated into two parts, that is peripheral part and central part. So which is the outer portion? Option A, colored plasma membrane, option B, chromoplasm, option C, chromosome, option D, nucleoplasm. So the correct answer is option B, chromoplasm. Then the pseudo vacuoles in nostoc cell helps too. So we discussed that chromoplasm consists of pigments, pseudo vacuoles, synaphysin starch, etc. and etc. Then what is the function of pseudo vacuoles? Option A, regulate buoyancy, option B, store food, option C, mechanical support, option D, all the above. The answer is buoyancy maintenance. Pseudo vacuoles are help to regulate buoyancy, that is what we call option A. Then question number 4, Hormogonia are short length trichome, short length filament, filament with heterocyst, and option D, none of the above. The correct answer is short length trichome. It is a short length trichome. Then the last question is, heterocyst or helps in, what is the function of heterocyst? Option A, nitrogen fixation, option B, formation of endospores, option C, secretion of enzymes, option D, all the above. So what is the answer? Option D is the answer. Heterocyst helps in the nitrogen fixation, endospore formation and enzyme secretion. So the answer is all the above. So by this we learned about the nostoc and nostoc plant. Thank you.